There have been numerous player comebacks in the NBA, from career-ending injuries to personal matters. A few NBA players overcame adversity and rejuvenated their careers. Just when their playing days seemed over, somehow their former glory returned. But we're not talking about comebacks without obstacles. So Michael Jordan's 2 comebacks don't count. We're talking about players who were either hurt or had matters outside the hardwood. And when they came back, they were initially a shell of themselves. But for some reason, they just made it back on track. Hi, I'm Ben Cuevas from Watson Sports. Here's our list for the 5 greatest player comebacks in the NBA. Shaun Livingston. Back in 2004, Shaun Livingston was one of the top-rated high school players. In fact, scouts considered him as a 5-star recruit and the second best player in the nation. He eventually skipped college and declared himself for the 2004 NBA draft, where the Los Angeles Clippers selected him in the first round. However, early in his career, Livingston suffered a grueling injury that almost ended his playing days. While he didn't get to fulfill his potential, Livingston remained significant in any roster. Eventually, the Golden State Warriors rewarded him with 3 championships. Livingston retired after the 2019 season, despite not winning any accolades. His return from injury was one of the most inspirational comebacks ever. Grant Hill. Grant Hill was LeBron James before LeBron, a 6'8" small forward that can do it all. Hill became an overnight NBA sensation. Not only was he the first rookie since Shaquille O'Neal to start the NBA All-Star Game, Hill also led the league in All-Star votes. He became the Detroit Pistons franchise player for 6 years until Detroit traded him to the Orlando Magic in 2000. Unfortunately, injury caught Hill during the offseason. Hill's knee problems kept recurring in the next 4 seasons, and many believed his career was over. That was until around the 2004 to 2005 season. Hill came back strong. In fact, he became an All-Star that year. His career took another turn when the Phoenix Suns signed Hill in 2007. He averaged 30 minutes a game while playing 80 games that season. Hill was able to sustain double-digit averages in scoring until his last season in 2012 to 2013. He retired in 2013 as a member of the Los Angeles Clippers. Gordon Hayward. Remember when Gordon Hayward dislocated his foot in his first game as a Boston Celtic? After that incident, people counted out Hayward, and rightfully so, as Hayward never seemed to display his all-star form. Celtics fans felt Hayward has become insignificant after signing a hefty contract to play for Boston. The Charlotte Hornets picked him up in the summer of 2020. Michael Jordan's reputation as a front office guy is in contrast to his playing days with the Chicago Bulls. That's why people thought bringing in Hayward was another boneheaded move by Jordan. However, Hayward has rejuvenated his career after a subpar Celtic tenure. He is currently averaging career highs in scoring average. Hayward leads the team with 23.3 points per game with rookie superstar LaMelo Ball's playmaking. Hayward might improve his numbers as the season progresses. Derrick Rose. In 2011, Derrick Rose became the youngest NBA MVP in history at the age of 22. And for 2 consecutive seasons, the Chicago Bulls had the best record in the NBA. The future looked promising for Rose. And in the first round of the playoff matchup in 2012, the Bulls were on their way to win Game 1. As a top seed, the Bulls were expected to sweep the 8th-seeded Philadelphia 76ers. But with a minute to go, Rose suffered a season-ending knee injury. Since he missed the rest of the playoffs, the Sixers went on to upset the number 1 ranked Bulls. And as he tried to come back, he was never the same again. He never regained his MVP form. As signs pointed towards a Rose retirement, vintage D Rose happened in October of 2018. Rose scored 50 points to lead the Minnesota Timberwolves over the Utah Jazz. It was an awesome moment as Rose proved he still has what it takes.
Won't drop, another rebound. Exum has it blocked in the corner by who else? Derrick to
everybody just streams out on the floor to greet him, showing the respect.
Bernard King. Bernard King is one of the greatest offensive players in NBA history. However, he has gone through 2 different career-ending injuries in 16 NBA seasons. As great as a scorer he is, he just couldn't catch a break. After averaging 23 points per game in his first 2 seasons, the New Jersey Nets sent King to the Utah Jazz, where he only played 19 games. In Utah, he only averaged 9.3 points per game. After spending 2 seasons with the Golden State Warriors, Bernard was sent to the Knicks, and instantly he became the King of New York. While playing for 4 seasons with the New York Knicks, King averaged a career-high 33 points per game in the 1984 to 1985 season. He also dropped 60 on his former team in New Jersey. The following season, King was about to replicate his career year. Unfortunately, he suffered another knee injury. This time, people thought he was done after 2 career setbacks. In 1987, the Washington Bullets, now the Wizards, acquired King's services. King used it as a motivation to return to his elite form. He scored 50 points against the New York Knicks and averaged more than 21 points per game in each of his last 3 seasons in Washington. King even averaged 28.3 points per game in his final season. He was the true epitome of a comeback player in the NBA. And those are the greatest player comebacks in the NBA. I'm Ben Cuevas from Watson Sports. For more content just like this, head on over to watsonsports.com.